Hello, and thank you for joining us today in our study of the book of Psalms. Today we're in Psalm 123. We're in the midst of these songs of ascent, and as we come to this psalm, it's very short. It is only 4 verses in length. The author is anonymous, as is the timing of the psalm. And yet there's a lot that is said and a lot of emotion that is found in these 4 verses. Let's see what the psalmist says in Psalm 123. Beginning in verse 1, we read, Unto you I lift up my eyes, O you who dwell in the heavens. Behold, as the eyes of servants look to the hand of their masters, as the eyes of a maid to the hand of her mistress, so our eyes look to the Lord our God, until he has mercy on us. Have mercy on us, O Lord, have mercy on us, for we are exceedingly filled with contempt. Our soul is exceedingly filled with the scorn of those who are at ease, with the contempt of the proud. As you look at Psalm 123, there's two different layers in these 4 verses that the psalmist is talking about. And I want to look at them with you quickly. The first one is in the first 2 verses, where there the psalmist talks about as the eyes of servants look to the hand of their masters, and as the eyes of a maid to the hand of her mistress, so our eyes look to the Lord our God. And so the idea here, the picture here is the eyes of the servant or of the handmaid who is looking toward the master or the mistress, waiting on orders, waiting on the receiving of words of what to do and how to do it and what job is needing to be tackled next. But it is also the mindset of devoted service, that not lazily sitting around waiting, but rather that we're going about the things that already need to be done, but our eyes are waiting. Our eyes are always watchful for the need of the one who is above us. And so the psalmist here is laying out this picture, this idea of the servant who is already doing what they know they need to do, but is waiting for special instructions, waiting for specific orders for what needs to be done in a given circumstance or at a particular time, and stands ready and willing to take care of that at a moment's notice. It is truly the idea of a servant. They are not looking at themselves. They are not talking about themselves or thinking about themselves, but rather their sole desire is to serve God. He says, This is the way our eyes are until He has mercy on us. Until He responds, we continue about our business with our eyes on Him, waiting for an answer. And then you have verses 3 and 4. Because in verses 3 and 4, the cry goes out for mercy. He says, Have mercy on us, O Lord, have mercy on us, for we are exceedingly filled with contempt. Our soul is exceedingly filled with the scorn of those who are at ease, with the contempt of the proud. Now, here in these 2 verses, it might be easy for someone to get the idea that what the psalmist is saying is that his soul is filled with contempt for others, and yet that's not what he's saying at all. It's actually the reverse of that. He says, Our soul, the souls of the righteous, the souls of those who are striving to do what is right, are filled to overflowing, are exceedingly filled with the contempt from outside. The idea of contempt, as it's used here with the Hebrew word, is that of disgust or shame. Disrespect is often a word that is used in this regard. That there are those on the outside, there are those who are striving to destroy those that are seeking God and those that are seeking to do what God says, and they are filling their cup with their contempt, with their disrespect, with their shame that comes out of the other person's pride. while they sit back at ease. The psalmist says, our soul is exceedingly filled with the scorn of those who are at ease, with the contempt of the proud. The psalmist is dealing with great emotions at a time where they are being mistreated, they are being disrespected, they are being shamed as they seek to strive to serve God, doing nothing more or nothing less than what God has commanded and keeping their eyes on Him in everything. The prayer of Psalm 123 is a prayer for mercy. It is a desire for God to help and a recognition that there is absolutely nothing that they can do on their own to stop what is happening. Because they're already serving God, they're already looking to God, they're already doing everything that they can do. And one of the hardest things for the child of God to do is to look around at the circumstances in which they find themselves for seeking to serve God and for seeking to do what they're supposed to do, and have nothing else to be able to say other than, God, have mercy on us. And yet He will, and the response will come, and God will be there for us, and He will help us. But as Psalm 123 illustrates, it doesn't mean we don't go through the emotions, and it doesn't mean we don't have the troubles and the strife and the turmoil, and it doesn't mean that it is all immediately removed. These are some of the things that I see in Psalm 123, and I hope that they're beneficial to you. Next time, we'll come back and we'll begin looking at Psalm 124. Thank you so much for joining us for the video today, and I hope that you'll come back next time. But until then, have a great day.